Hello there. Merry Christmas to both of you watching this. Well, it's Christmas. See, I even have a hat to prove it. And I finally gotten through that bloody Mortal Kombat review. So, I think I need to choose something that's more light-hearted, something better, something Christmas related. But what could I review? Well, there's no point pretending I haven't chosen. You've already seen the video title. Sonic Christmas Blast. Sonic Christmas Blast is the Christmas special of the awesome 90s TV show The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog. The special first aired on Christmas Eve 1996, 3 years after the show's final episode aired. I'll save the show's backstory for when I eventually review it, but what you need to know for now is this. The show follows Sonic and Tails as they travel around the planet Mobius, trying to foil the schemes of the evil Dr. Robotnik and his two incompetent lackeys, Scratch and Grounder. The special was originally advertised under the title An Extremely Sonic Christmas, presumably to advertise the then upcoming Sonic Extreme. When that game got cancelled, they renamed the episode to advertise Sonic 3D Blast. For the uninitiated, Sonic 3D Blast was one of Sonic's first forays into 3D gameplay and is generally regarded as a complete disaster. But Sonic 3D Blast failings have nothing to do with this video, so let's get on with the show. We begin with a more festive version of the Adventures theme tune, which is rather nice, but random shots from the intro are replaced by shots from the episode. It makes it look kinda cheap, honestly. The actual episode opens in a town of various genetic freaks, but none of them are animals like Sonic and Tails. Anyway, the people are watching a monitor where Santa is going to make an appearance.
When Santa comes on TV, do I get to tell him what I want? Do I?
Ah! What the hell is wrong with your face? Seriously, kid, get help! You look like bad Ed, Edd n Eddy fan art. So, moving past that thing, a clearly robot Santa makes his appearance and announces his retirement. The people are naturally distressed, and Santa reveals his replacement.
Your friend and mine, Robotnik Claus!
So Robotnik has kids sit on his knee, and the first one up is Mutant Child. Mutant Child isn't buying into it, and does these weird movements that make him look even more out of place. Consider that for a moment. The kid looks out of place in a show that once had cannibalistic sausage people. Robotnik, not wanting to look at the kid's weird mutant head a second longer, has Mutant Child locked up in a robot factory. Not a prison, not a dungeon, a robot factory, where the little bugger could run around and wreck everything. Great plan. We then see Sonic talking with Princess Sally from Sat AM. A completely different show that isn't set in the same continuity. Why? Sonic leaves before she can even say a word. Evidently they couldn't get Kath Soucie back for such a small part. And Sally isn't so much a character here as she is a way to get the plot moving. Even though they could have just as easily had Sonic see the broadcast. He meets up with Tails and they head to
Robotropolis to buy Princess Sally's Christmas presents.
Okay, 1, it's Robotropolis. Sonic had the same voice actor in Sat AM, he should know how to say it. 2, Robotnik's headquarters is a giant building in the shape of himself. There is no Robotropolis in this continuity. Did the writers just think Adventures is a prequel to Sat AM? 3, why would he go to get a Christmas present from a city ruled by Robotnik? I mean, was he planning to get a Robotnik brand vibrator? So Sonic explains to a bird, you heard that right, a bird, that Sally got him a ring last year with a strange squiggle on it and no one knows what it means. Even the person who bought the thing. Sally's a bit thick, it seems. Anyway, it turns out Robotropolis, I'm never going to get used to that, is just a normal city in this continuity and is actually the future home of Bart Simpson.
Oh man, why does everything bad have to happen to me?
Sonic and Tails find a shop completely empty and look out the window to see a group of robots stealing all the products.
And now we will deliver this batch of presents to jolly old Robotnik Claus.
Could you imagine if that robot was created with some intelligence? and hadn't loudly announced who they were working for, Sonic and Tails would have had no idea where to start their investigation, because, well, everyone in this show is pretty thick. Mutant Child is somehow running free despite his supposed imprisonment and calls Sonic over. He tells Sonic the situation and that he escaped the robot factory, something we never actually see by the way, and the robots are still after him. I'm just wondering where his mother was during all this. It seems she has as much contempt for the little blighter as I do, because her only interaction with him so far has been telling him to shut his stupid face.
And his robots are after me and watch it! Ah!
Ignoring the fact that these robots can't see more than a foot in front of themselves, the kid asks Sonic to find Santa, but his expressions don't match his tone of voice, and the kid playing him is a pretty shit actor. Hell, even my reaction to his face was more convincing than the kid's acting. Scratch and Grounder show up, and since those two are the dumbest characters in the series, and that's saying something, they reveal that the real Santa is actually being held somewhere, and that the clearly robot Santa from before is, are you ready for this, actually a robot.
Merry Christmas! Merry New Year!
Okay, that didn't really happen. Unfortunately. Of course, instead of letting the little fecker get flattened like I would have done, Sonic obviously uses his speed to get out of the situation and uses a magnet truck to beat the two. He then uses an amazing disguise that hides his spines perfectly to trick them into telling him where Santa is. Like I said, these two are the dumbest characters in the series.
He's in an ice cable? Yeah, 7 miles south of the North Pole.
Wow, those are some pretty precise directions. Well, what, you're going to tell him how many icicles are on the cave entrance next? Sonic himself stupidly reveals his identity and leaves. This is obviously so Scratch and Grounder can tell Robotnik, so he can set up some obstacles for later in the episode. Speaking of Robotnik, his robots are making whatever the hell this is.
I want more chimneys! More!
But Dodge Robotnik Claus, we already built you dozens.
I want hundreds! Thousands! Enough so every citizen in Robotropolis could come down one on Christmas night and bring me huge bags of presents!
That's not how Christmas works. And here's an idea. Open the front door. I mean, it certainly seems like a better idea than making them climb 6 stories with huge bags of presents. Scratch and Grounder report to Robotnik, and he has his SWAT bots waiting to ambush Sonic. For those that don't know, SWAT bots are the random generic minions Robotnik used in SAT-AM, not these things. Sonic storms the place and frees Santa from his cell. They head to Santa's workshop only to find that Robotnik has already cleaned the place out.
There's gotta be something we can do.
No, Sonic, it's hopeless. Christmas can't happen for anybody else. Robotnik Claus has destroyed it.
Wow. Great message for the kids there, old man. Remember kids, Christmas isn't about spending time with your family and being excellent to each other. No, it's just about the presents. Santa said so. Sonic offers to go get the presents back, but Santa says it would take too long. Seriously? I'd say that sending Sonic is easily the quickest way to get it done aside from using teleportation. Santa sees that Sonic has put his ring back on between shots and leads the group down to the caves again, where he shows a marking on the wall that matches the one on the ring.
Whoever has that ring you're wearing can unlock the secret of ultimate velocity.
Super speed?
Sonic says that like it's an alien concept to him. You know, Sonic, who is in fact and if this thing is so incredible, why didn't Santa have it? Surely that thing would be really useful in his job of delivering presents to every house on the planet in one night. Trials to unlock the power. This is quicker than sending Sonic to get the presents back then, is it? Even Scratch and Grounder's master strategies aren't enough to stop Sonic from clearing his trials though. What?
Bots.
One more time?
Bots.
That can't be right. I must have misheard that, because there is no way in hell a Sonic character would ever swear.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
That doesn't count. So Sonic ditches a snowboard and gets on a bike. A hedgehog on a bike? No. Not a reminder of the dark times. Anyway, that's apparently all the trials, because the next scene has Santa congratulating Sonic on his performance. And it's night time now. You still sure you shouldn't have sent Sonic out before? Santa, ever the pessimistic arsehole, still says that there's no hope of saving Christmas. So Sonic speeds off and steals the presents, and Robotnik's clothes for some reason, and delivers the presents, first to Mutant Child, they never did give him a name, and then to Sally, who still doesn't say anything even after getting buried under a pile of presents. Santa decides he really should retire, and good riddance, he was a massive drag, and chooses Sonic to take his place.
Wow, that's great! Now you're Sonic Claus!
Sonic Claus.
And he wishes all of you a Merry Christmas!
The kid's right. An extremely Merry Christmas. Every year of your life.
Aww, well that was nice, wasn't it? Wait, no Sonic Says? It's ruined, the whole thing was terrible, 0 out of 10. All joking aside, the special wasn't too bad. It's nice to see more from the Adventures characters after 3 years, and they did get the whole cast back aside from Tails and Coconuts, but when you have Jaleel White and Long John Baldry, that's a small price to pay. They did waste the opportunity to have a Christmas themed Sonic Says, but that's only a minor gripe, all things considered. The plot was silly, yes, but that's keeping in tone with the show it's based on, and it's just a bit of harmless Christmas fun that's worth watching at least once. Now, my New Year's resolution is to try and make my videos better, and maybe yours could be to tell your friends about my videos, you know, if you want. But, Merry Christmas to all. And if you're offended by me saying Merry Christmas, do us all a favour. Die. Please.
Santa would let you do this.
Oh my God! What's wrong with your face?
Zuma, Zuma, Zuma.